So let's look at the newspapers. We'll start with the Finder.
The Finder newspaper, front page, review $953.4 million power deal. ASEP tells government. Mahama's government not transparent. That's according to the NPP. Mahama must rebuke ministers' appointees. That story on page 4. Who signed Free Muntie 3 petition? That's according to Occupy Ghana. Over 30,000 NHIS card registrants cannot vote. It comes with a picture of Mr. Eric Kofi Jakbasu, head of communication and public relations at the Electoral Commission. All right, let's start off with this ASEP telling government to review this $953.4 million power deal. That story on page 2 in the Final newspaper. And it says that energy policy think tank, the African Center for Energy Policy, has raised concerns about projects' cost, tariffs, and generation regarding the 400 megawatt thermal power plants valued at some $953.4 million. The agreement is currently before Parliament. So it cautioned that the advantages the project brings may be tampered with by the above concerns, which may affect the level of benefits Ghana could gain from the projects. And then this issue about over 30,000 NHI card registrants who may not be able to vote. The paper says the decision by the Electoral Commission not to extend the 10 days given to National Health Insurance card holders whose names were deleted from the voters register means 32,485 of the affected persons who could not re-register cannot vote on December 7. According to the EC, as of the close of work July 27, only 24,287, representing 42.78% out of 56,772 NHI card holders whose names were deleted from the voter register were able to re-register. You can continue to read the rest of the story. And I'm so curious about Occupy Ghana's call for the president to rebuke the ministers who have signed the Free Muntie 3 petition. And it says that pressure group Occupy Ghana has cautioned President John Mahama against pardoning the Muntie 3 imprisoned for contempt of court, as such an action would undermine the judiciary. The group also appealed to President Mahama to rebuke all ministers and members of the executive who have taken part in preparing and signing any of the petitions to that effect. Occupy Ghana said it recognizes the power of the president in the exercise of the prerogative of mercy under Article 72 of the Constitution to commute death sentences, change mode of execution, pardon offenders, or reduce punishments. And you can continue to read the rest of what they say in the Finder. Roland. Oh, hunting has been banned from today to December 1. Hunting.
Is it because of a festival?
The Forestry Commission Wildlife Division has announced a ban on hunting, capturing and destroying of wild animals with effect from August 1 to December 1. Dubbed the close season, the annual ban is enshrined in the Wildlife Conservation Regulation. So we do have a Wildlife Conservation Regulation. So if you're somebody who hunts for animals, it's banned. If you're arrested, you'll be prosecuted.
Interesting. We have the front page of the Daily Guide. It has a story, Minister caught in CJ death threats. We also have MPP reject EC's electronic transmission of result. Tony Lita against pardon for Muntie 3 as pressure mounts on John Mahama. And then we also have the center spread news 1. Dasibre Dramena's family angry holds meeting today. We also have actor denies MPP cash, and we have a number of activities as well.
Yeah. You do the Times, go ahead.
Okay. I do the Ghanaian Times. Crash police attackers. Head teacher busted for murder in Kumasi. And then we also have it tough, but the economy will rebound according to Otum for create jobs, business opportunities. President urges graduates. Back page, Bechem Okwewu for FA Cup final. Horse racing, General Salute outclasses Mr. K And then we have Team Ghana off to Rio without mouth-watering sponsorship from the GMPC. With mouth-watering sponsorship from the GMPC. All right. What would we do without the GMPC?
Let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper today. Kind of is bulky. Yeah, pages are a lot. Bank of Ghana on course to reducing inflation. That's according to the Bank of Ghana governor. Clearing agency in trouble. Roland, take a look at this. For attempting to clear container using diplomatic cover. And then you see the things that they hide in the container. There's a vehicle in the container, but there are other boxes as well. So this is like a smart move with a diplomatic cover. I'll tell you a little bit about it when we get into the story. Recruitment scam hits Krobo area. Not good news at all. Back page of the Time. The graphic. Okewu Bechem for FA Cup final. Where's Kotko? Where's Hearts of Oak? Yeah. They can't match them, can they? So this story about this clearing agency that's in trouble says that the British High Commission is collaborating with the security agencies, including the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, to investigate circumstances under which a custom or house clearing company attempted to clear a container cargo at the Tema port under a diplomatic cover. The company tried using the diplomatic tax exemption facility in order to avoid the payment of import duties. And the company's name is Super Mike's Company Limited. It's alleged to have consigned a 40-footer cargo container imported into the country on June 25th, 2016 to the British High Commission in Accra. The contents of the container were declared by the clearing company as hand tools and personal effects. So by using the diplomatic tax exemption facility, the company attempted to avoid the payment of 49,085.49 Ghana cedis in import duties. That's a lot of money, and that could have been the smartest move if they had gone through. But now they are under investigations. I'm worried a bit about this recruitment scam that the graphic is reporting in the Krobo area. So let's skip to page 16 in the Daily Graphic newspaper, and it says that a 32-year-old self-styled medical doctor resident at Pong in the Manya Krobo municipality in the eastern region, Michael Hope Amunu, has been arrested for allegedly defrauding some unsuspecting youth in the Krobo area in a well-orchestrated recruitment scam. Angry resident, the paper is reporting, largely made up of youth who paid various sums ranging from 750 Ghana cedis to 2,000 Ghana cedis to the suspect last Friday, besieged the Odumase Krobo Circuit Courts when news went viral about the arrest and prosecution of the suspect and his accomplices. So far, 58 residents, including artisans and students, are said to have paid in excess of 60,000 Ghana cedis to the suspects in anticipation of their enlistment into the security services, including the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Police. I'm sure you might look at the gentleman and say, "Are you cool?" He's on the front page of the paper. That's Hope Michael Amuno, aka Dr. Dixon, who is reportedly behind the scam. He's on the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. 58 people, and they pay like 60,000 Ghana cedis, and they want to get into the security force. But you know, the police thing came up.
So it means that as we're having the recruitment by Ghana Immigration Service, the prison service, and earlier we had the Ghana Police Service, it's people's cocoa season.
Yeah. Okay. The prison service is still happening this week.
People are taking advantage of it and making money.
But you know, my worry is with all the announcement, with all the talks, with all the warnings, people still want to go through people and get recruited. Yeah. You know? How about you go through the right process?
This talks about the human mind and people's desperation.
60 is a lot of money, man.
A lot of money. We have on the front page of the Daily Dispatch, if the Supreme Court had agreed with Ramadan, 233,000 names would rather have been deleted. And then the inside story also takes you down memory lane. And when MPP's field battle for a new register started in August 2015, the story is continuing on the back page. Akufo-Addo and Benefson on a new voters register in August 2015, etc., etc. So you just have to check the front page, and but they have the pullouts, and the pullout is what I always look forward to for the Daily Dispatch. It says list of over 8,000 polling station flashpoints in Ghana. So now countrywide, you have everything there. Great. But you also have, I guess, the information on your current members of parliament, Emmanuel Ashimon, member of parliament for Adentan currently.
Oh, yeah. He's been a bit quiet these days.
Yeah, because he didn't win his primaries. So.
Okay. So he has nothing to do with this year's elections.
Well, I think he has underground stuff to do.
Kamaldeen sends us a message, and Kamaldeen simply says, "Good morning, Roland and Mama V." So we say good morning right back at you, Kamaldeen, and thanks for watching the show. Please help me find out from the NDC what is happening to the agri colleges allowance. Is it the NDC or is government? In fact, we are struggling on how to pay our fees now. Sule from Boko. And Sule, direct that at government, not the NDC. This one says, good morning, Roland Mamavi. Would like to know how far Dr. Baumia's case has gotten to about the 2 EC officials from Lapmak Adodo, Pepase. I think what we do know now is that the 2 persons who carried the register to Dr. Baumia's residence for him to have his name checked out, they've been sacked. That's what we do know. We don't know whether, because there's been allegations also of some money passing through some hands as well, but it remains allegations. We don't know yet what the Electoral Commission intends to do as to whether or not they want to take a court action. You know, the news came out that on Friday that, and I want to get the place right, is it Wale Wale or, yeah, where Dr. Bawumia lives. 2 EC officials carried the register from where they were supposed to be stationed to Dr. Baumia's house so he could verify himself in the register. And those 2 officials have been, you know, sacked by the Electoral Commission because they were not supposed to do that. And that's why somebody's asking for the update. I'm sure a lot of things will come out later today. We'll keep you in the know. Let's do myjoyonline.com, Roland.
Okay, so we have Mahama's lack of transparency, cause of corruption, a story attributed to the NPP's Director of Communication, Nana Komia. Okay, live from the woods. There's always a watchman somewhere. And now we have Ghana to cut importation of cement. And importation of cement to Ghana will be seen as an illegitimate venture following the maturation of the Import and Export Regulations Bill Friday.
Oh, for real? You know, Dangote is very popular in Ghana.
Charlie.
I went a little out of town and he's like everywhere. Dangote is everywhere.
He's importing about 1,000 trucks.
Yeah. Yeah,
so what do you expect?
And most of the construction companies, I don't know the difference in terms of pricing, how much Gassem is and how much Dangote is.
It's come to take over.
But what I do know is that a lot of people are using Dangote.
DC, they should reduce their prices and we'll always go for Gassem.
Is it the reduction of price, or initially some people were also complaining that they couldn't get hold of it?
Of Gassem?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I heard that as well. You know, people complaining like they can't.
There was a deliberate artificial shortage?
I don't know.
By
I don't
who?
know. I don't know. But what I do know now, I don't know. So we'll have to check out this bill, man.
National Theatre in total darkness, and the Echo Electricity Distribution Company on Sunday said electricity supply to the National Arts Theatre in Lagos. I'm telling you, this headline was disconnected because its management failed to pay over. Maybe, I think there's a continuation that's missing. Yeah, but they say over no million.
But I mean, I don't know if you're in Nigeria. This is no news, I guess.
Yeah. MPP to sue Upper Electoral Commission over NHIS re-registration exercise. And we know the Ashanti Region branch. We'll speak to Samuel Sampine on this very subject. And then can you continue?
So Afarijan finally paid pension benefits after 13 months without a penny. And this is a MyJoy online investigations that has revealed this. Okay, I'm sure a lot of people probably didn't know that his monies had been cut. All right, let's move on. Ghana Prison Service begins second phase of recruitment. from today, Monday. Derek Akolsam will be on the ground. He'll bring us a lot more here on the show. Photos, former President Rawlings Kufuor at President Mahama's mother funeral. So 2 former presidents of the Republic, Jerry John Rawlings. Oh, Fred, take me back. How often do you see these 2 together? Stay with me, Fred. Jerry John Rawlings and John Ajekun Kufuor joined current President John Mahama to commemorate the final funeral rite of his mother, Hajia Abiba. Roland.
Abiba, never.
Okay. All right. May her soul continue to rest in peace. I think this was the final one
that
happened. City FM Online?
We have these.
Yeah. Over 3,000 teachers threatening demo over unpaid salaries. Hey, Charlie, it's about how many months to elections? Bring it on. Muntia 3, Oyelitha joins calls for presidential pardon, and we know what her husband also said. So people are, it was very much trending yesterday.
That what the husband
Facebook.
Is thinking is what I think they're all lawyers, so they all have different.
They're thinking differently.
You think like your husband same?
No.
I don't think.
Different.
I don't think I support the same political party with my wife. Anyway.
Well, like different thinking.
Or we have different thinking. Even as the taste of food is different.
Except that publicly, couples will not disagree.
Really?
There are this.
Talk about Rawlings and the wife.
Yeah, man. Hey, I beg you, I haven't gone there. Let me concentrate. Physician assistants threatening strike over single spine migration. That will be 2, the teachers and physician assistants. CPP rejects recommendation to reinstate suspended dual. Chale. All right, more stories on myjoyonline.com, cityfmonline.com. Tunisia lawmakers vote to sack their prime minister. And this is because of his failure to push through economic reforms. Yeah, when you say you do something and you don't do, we ask you, and that's exactly what they've given. They've given him. Okay, there are other stories. UN agrees to send police to Burundi. Charts Habre to pay millions to victims. He's an ex-ruler, and he's been ordered to pay millions of dollars in compensation to victims of his crimes against humanity. Nigerians executed in Indonesia. I think we talked about it last Friday. All right. UN Nigeria aid convoy ambushed. That's not good news. Ooh. All right. So more stories. If you're interested in any of the stories that you've heard us review, kindly log on to the website and then read the details. Nantoma Mohammed says those signing Muntie 3 petition must be taken. I don't think it's fair to be taken to the psychiatric hospital. They have their own views and you've got yours. Let's all exercise our independent beliefs. Yeah?
Well, yeah, true. Very much. I agree with you. We have to take a break. When we come back, Benedict also will be here with sports. Do stay with us.
Can you hear?